Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. The second stage of the Veil event has started. The Anub'arak event, bringing us the new Anub'arak split leader. And in this video I'm going to guide you through the entire event. So let's take a look at the rewards and the challenges and what's in this event. So the Anub'arak event is another solo event. Combines paid bundles, buying things with coins, completing challenges in quests or heroics. Overall, the full reward tree is going to cost you 116,300 tickets, and from event challenges you can get 132,100 tickets, or 100,100 if you're free to play, because 32,000 tickets come from paid bundles. Then there are tickets available also from Dailies, 9,000, and tickets are also available from daily offers, 500 each. So if you're free to play and you want to unlock the entire tree, you would need to buy 15 daily offers with coins during this event. But you don't really need the entire tree anyway. This is what the reward tree looks like. It's a pretty narrow and tall tree, so not a whole lot of options, just a couple of options here and there. There's some modest tomes, major tomes, mega tomes, a mythic tome near the bottom. Then there's some troop stars, 8 Anub'arak stars in this one, 500 coins, 750 you have the Arclight booster, 6000 arc energy, a star tome, couple of rare cores, an epic core, and a cosmetic Veil portrait. Some of the event trees have forced you to buy the parents before you can buy the next node, but this is a regular tree, so you can zigzag your way through it freely. The most important items in the tree are once again the coins. Coins are super flexible and they are just the main thing that you want. They have been circled in blue. There are 2 sets of coins here. Then there's Anub'arak stars. Anub'arak stars are actually quite expensive ticket-wise, and you can also get Anub'arak from the grid after you have unlocked it. So you only need that first star and then Anub'arak will arrive at your grid. But Anub'arak is of course a time-limited mini, so you may need to get some stars for it, and most of the stars are near the bottom. They're circled in green. Then there's that cosmetic portrait, which is not available anywhere else, and that's circled in purple. So if you make your way through the portrait and pick up both of the coin pouches, and you will inevitably pick up the first Anub'arak star on the way, then your path looks like this line in blue. So zig, 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 a little bit of zigzagging through it, and that costs you 32,400 tickets. Then you can pick up some cores, like that epic core out there is pretty easily accessible. You're able to catch some Anub'arak stars after that, or rare cores, stars for other minis, whatever you need. It's pretty easy to build on after you have taken the blue line. And in order to get those rewards, you need some tickets, and tickets come from challenges, and many of the challenges are related also to the event quest. Once again, the event uses the quest modifiers, so the middle quest again is the one where this event mainly happens. It's going to be the same quest for 10 days. It's defeat the rocket tree, so it's kind of the same that was the Malfurion event, but with some small changes. The main things remain the same. You damage the tree by picking up presents. You can also damage the tree with execute. Execute works even though other damage to the tree is minuscule. And the tree spawns more presents when hit, so if you attack the tree, that's not completely useless, because it will then spawn more presents, and then you can pick up those presents and those will damage the tree. Defeated minis spawn more presents as well, and the tree is going to summon mini bosses at phase changes. First there's going to be a set of drakes, and then there's going to be a set of polar bears. Those mini bosses are the same. Presents give you free minis and code, and enemy can also pick up the presents. And now the presents are different with Anub'arak than they were with Malfurion, because now there's some icy giants and some snow tigers in those. So for quests where you need to defeat giants or tigers, then you need to let the enemy pick up the presents so that they will get those giants and tigers on their side. The drakes and polar bears were already nerfed once, and there should be another nerf coming on Monday, so the quest is becoming easier and easier. It was pretty hard at the start. I built this Murkai army for the pre-nerfed, for the original quest, and it still works, but I've also now played it with Anub'arak, and Anub'arak is actually faster than Murkai and it's more fun. So what you need to be able to complete the Rocketry challenge: some range DPS for the drakes is mandatory, so I've been using stuff like Witch Doctor and Pyromancer and the Murkai Murlocs, and also Darkspear Troll. Darkspear Troll is wonderful. Also, you can use execute if you like. You can drop execute on the tree, but you can also kill the tree by just picking up presents, so execute is optional. Unbound minis are good for picking up some of those presents. You try to get minis to go and then pick up presents on the way, but unbounds can pick up them up at will at any time, at any place. You can also add Whelpex or skeletons with the Ritual of Rhyme talent so that they will stay in place, and you can drop them in the present spot, and then when the tree throws a present there, then they are instantly going to pick it up. And I actually like the Rhyme skeletons because there are some present spots next to chests as well, and you drop them there and they pick up all the presents, and then they also open the chest whenever it appears, so that's just wonderful. And Anub'arak is really hilarious with all of those Scarab Beetles, and then a little bit of power from the troll against Drake. So for example, these armies can do, but the quest is being nerfed, so it's becoming easier to complete with all sorts of armies. And how do you get Anub'arak as fast as possible? The fastest high-ticket challenge is deal damage with undead and beast minis. And this one is really something that you can breeze through, and that's instantly going to be 8,000 tickets, and 8,000 tickets will be enough to get you the first Anub'arak star. So make an army with some undead beast minis in key roles, just play some content that you do anyway. It can be a search or a dungeon, even just a quest, and you will get tickets for Anub'arak in no time. There are no super tricky challenges this time, but some advice for a couple of them. There's these poison dailies, poison a snow tiger, poison a polar bear, and I had difficulties with these with harpies. I could not get harpy poisoning to count, and there have also been some reports of issues with abomination, issues even with plague farmer, but testing is limited because once you find one mini that works, then you can't keep testing more of those. I successfully completed these quests a couple of times with Quillbore, with the poison talent, and with Chimera, so at least those should work, and maybe others, but harpies, I tried that a few times and I couldn't get the harpies to work. Then there's a challenge to spawn 100 Scarab Beetles in a single match, and there's a few ways you can do this. Inquisitor Whitemane, of course, is once again ready to help with this. Inquisitor Whitemane is an encounter where there's two lanes, and both bosses have to be killed at the same time or they will resurrect and shield each other. So if you only attack the left main in Whitemane until you have summoned enough stuff, then that works. And another one for this is actually Azores in Winterspring, because there's dragon towers and there's lots of drakes. So if you use batlings and you use chickens, of course with Anub'arak you need to have Anub'arak on the board in order for Scarab Beetles to be summoned from these, and then beasts and undead will summon Beetles for you. So you use batlings, you use chickens, and then those drakes and stuff are going to melt them, and they're going to melt the Beetles as well, and you can get to 100 in no time. Optionally, you can also do this in a Winter Veil quest. They are typically long enough that you will be able to summon 100, so quite a few ways to do this, but you might need to delay the game a little bit sometimes or do something a little bit special. It might not come fully naturally. Finally, Anub'arak and Malfurion are now on the grid, if you already own them. So you have to unlock Anub'arak and you have to unlock Malfurion from the reward tree, from a paid bundle, from the login event. Also, login event also gives these leaders. So after you have unlocked them, then they appear on the grid until January 2nd. They come with the leader appearance rate once every 18 minis. So you can just cycle, make a T-shape, rotate multiple minis, use buttons, and you will be able to get stars for these in no time. However, for some reason I was not able to sync them fully with XP gems now. I'm not quite certain why that happened. I spent a few thousand code trying both 5555 and 5554. So refresh 5 minis, 5 minis, 5 minis, and 4 minis. They did work to bring the leader in again. But if I did the basic T-shape 4554, then the leader didn't appear. We got gem, and then I needed to refresh once more in order to get the leader on the grid as well. But anyway, leader stars are available, can be somewhat made to work with XP gems, even though not super cleanly, just need one extra refresh. And both Anub'arak and Malfurion, and of course Ogrim Doomhammer is going to be added to the grid in 10 days, so then all 3 are going to be on the grid. So if you really want to cycle heavily, then you also might want to wait for that. On the other hand, Anub'arak event does have a challenge to upgrade Anub'arak to Epic, so maybe now is already a good time. Depends on your aromatics and your gold amount anyway. But you can find them on the grid, you can complete some challenges. Anub'arak looks really fun to play. I still need to test a little bit, and I will try to get a talent guide on that out as soon as possible. And yeah, Winter Veil, second event, Anub'arak, live now. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.